All right, guys, Al Galdi here with another Redskins rant. So all this Trent Williams stuff the last few days, we're not going to rehash everything. I think by now you're familiar with everything that's being said, all the lies being told by Trent's camp at this point. But I think there's one thing in particular that needs to be honed in on, and that is what has come out about what it turns out was the lone face-to-face meeting between Ron Rivera and Trent Williams. And it sort of depends on who you go by and what you actually are willing to believe. But the meeting lasted anywhere between 5 minutes and 15 minutes. That's it. And I think that is so telling because here we have, right, this long, drawn-out, protracted saga. We had those initial reports of, oh, Ron wants Trent back. And it turns out when they actually met, it was a mere 5 to 15 minutes, and that was it. And I think it highlights what I know for me, and I'm guessing for a lot of you is so encouraging about Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera is not here to beg. He is not here to plead. He is not here to acquiesce. He's here for one very simple reason, and that is to win. He's not interested in getting on his hands and knees and begging you, pleading with you to want to be a part of what he's got going forward. If you're on board, great. He'd love to have you. But if you're not, get out and we'll move on. We don't need you. We don't have to have anybody. 3-13 last season, in case you have forgotten. And I think when we look back upon these last 7 days, whether it's some of the revelations in this Trent situation, whether it is the trading away of Quentin Dunbar, whether it is the cutting of Monte Nicholson, I really think we could look back at these last 7 days as a real turning point when it comes to everyone's favorite C word with the Redskins, the culture. The culture has been screaming for change for years. And I don't know if the Redskins are going to end up ultimately succeeding with Ron Rivera. Nobody knows that. But I do know this. I love the approach. It's been years. It's been almost 20 years since the Redskins had a tough guy, defensive-minded coach. You got to go back to Marty Schottenheimer in 2001. I think this is exactly the kind of approach the Redskins needed. We'll see if it works out, but I love the process, at least so far.